With the Detroit Lions season getting closer and closer for 2019, what is the best way to predict the Detroit Lions record for 2019? Madden. In this video, what I basically did was go through and simulate every single game the Detroit Lions will play for 2019. This took a long time. It was a lot of loading screens, a lot of annoying things. So I cut all of that out. I cut it all out to make it a 7-minute video. Now I'm just kind of talking over it because I really couldn't do it while I was, simulating the games because it took so long. So I actually have all the results written down. You guys can basically see them on the screen. So week 1, we actually lost 31-28. Oh, I kind of spoiler alert in overtime. See, now it's just going to cut to the next game. Look, this took me like an hour to do. I cut it down to 7 minutes. So I thought this was a good idea. And I got started and I was like, dang, this is taking forever. But I had to finish at this point. So this is what I got. I thought this is the best way to do it. We're just simulating every game really fast. Detroit Lions are 0-1, and this was actually really interesting to see what games we actually won and how the Detroit Lions record was. Like it was kind of nerve-wracking. So you can see that we lost 41-19 in week 2. Now going week 3, we're 1-1. But yeah, some of the games we won, I was like, why are we winning this game? And then it was like versus bad teams we were losing, and we were getting smacked versus some teams. We smacked a few teams, like you saw there. We smacked the Chargers. It's kind of weird, and it was kind of depressing. I'm not gonna lie. The end of the season was pretty depressing. You guys will see that pretty soon. But yeah, this took a long time. So if you guys want to see this, if you guys are happy with this, make sure you guys let me know in the comments below. You can see there 2-1. It was a nice start to the season. Okay, we're 2-1 here. I actually really don't need this. I mean, I wrote it all down. But yeah, that's what I did. So I went through and I picked the right time. I picked who was home, and then I just simulated every game. Basically, the reason it took so long for me to do this and why I couldn't talk over it live is because there were so many loading screens, and then I would have to look at the schedule and make sure I had the right time, right? Who was home. That's what took forever. So I really couldn't actually do this in front of you guys. So I have to kind of talk over it. You see Lions won there versus the Chiefs 23-20, which would be absolutely amazing in real life. So you can see they started 3-1, and then this game. Like 31-0 was the score. Like this is what the Lions did to the Packers. So apparently in Madden they get some revenge here. This game is pretty ugly. I'm not gonna lie. This game was kind of hard to simulate. I was like, dang, we're getting smacked. You can see there we scored late. So we're 3-2 at this point, going to play the Vikings. I had to write all this down just to make sure I had the final record right. And yeah, so the Vikings are up next. We're 3-2 going into this game. And we take care of the Vikings. You can see we take care of the Vikings. I'm pretty sure we actually came up with a season sweep here against the Vikings, so that was really nice to see. Don't really like the Vikings. I really don't like any divisional team, but it's still kind of cool to see the Detroit Lions sweep somebody. And I think a lot of people are predicting that. You can see they're a 35-6 final. Now we are at home again versus the Giants. But yeah, I just thought this was a good idea. We kind of did one of these with the simulator. I was like, okay, you know what? Let's do this with Madden. And unfortunately, Madden doesn't have it like the right schedules, obviously, because it's still Madden 19. So I couldn't just simulate. We didn't get all the stats and stuff. I didn't want to go through all the stats. I thought the video would be way too long. I didn't know how long it would be once I got done cutting it. I just knew it was long at the time. So I didn't want to go too into detail there. So with that being said, this is the best method I came up with. And it's also not like NBA where you can just click simulate game and it just gives you a score. No, you literally have to simulate game like this. And I put it on fast. That way it's fast. But you have to do them all like this. And I also did 15-minute quarters. Try to make it as realistic as possible, realistic scores. And the scores were realistic. We didn't really see the stats, but I'm sure they would have been realistic as well. You can see there we won 20-17 versus the Raiders, which makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wins and 1, 2, 3 losses. So we're 5-3 going into this game to play the Bears on the road. This one I actually circled because in one of my videos I said this was going to be one of the hardest games the Detroit Lions will play. I actually think I said this is the hardest game in 2019. And as you can see from the video, the Lions are handling this pretty well. Okay, we won this game 31-17, and now we're 6-3. Like we're sitting pretty. If we're 6-3 during the season, I'm gonna be happy because I'm pretty sure last time Lions went 11-5. Were they? I think they were sitting at 7 no, wait. No, now I'm thinking of something else. Wasn't there a year Lions were 7-2 and then they were 7-4? That was 2014. I'm not sure when they were 6-3. That might have been their 9-7 season because, they were 9-4. It may have been that kind of season. But you can see there the Cowboys spanked us. I didn't want to see the puppet over there celebrate, so I just skipped right past it because I was like, nah, Jason Garrett, you don't deserve that time. So I skipped past Jason Garrett. You see we lost there, though, 6-4. Now we're playing at the Redskins. I think we will win this game in real life. I mean, it's an away game. But I actually heard the news that Darius Geis actually hurt his like calf or something. I don't know how serious that is, but actually Detroit Lions squad on Instagram. Last time I heard that you guys were actually hitting him up on Instagram. So definitely blow him up again if you guys follow him on Instagram. But he definitely like broke that news, and I was like, dang, that stinks. So apparently Darius Geis is hurt again. But yeah, blow that man up, blow him up with whatever you got. So that's pretty funny. Okay. But you see here now we're playing the Bears. I think we're 6-5 now, right? Wait, who did we just play? We're on the Bears right now. Okay, my bad. I'm trying to keep up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we're 6-5 going into this game. And look at the Bears. We smacked them in Chicago pretty much. They smacked us at home. So that was a pretty rough game. This is 3 straight losses for us. So we went from 6-3 sitting pretty to like, dang, we really got to probably win out at this point. And now we're playing Minnesota. Like I said, I think we swept Minnesota. So I'm pretty sure we come away with the win here. Yeah, we do come away with the win in this game. Another spoiler. I'm sorry, but we came away with the win. I'm sorry. This took me like an hour, and I'm tired. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of tired. Like after this, I was more worried that like I was gonna run out of space on something because I was like, dang, this is a long recording. Like I'm just letting this thing roll. So you can see we get that win. We're 7-6. And then we play the Buccaneers at home. I'm sure we'll win this game in real life too, especially if it matters. I think we should definitely beat the Buccaneers. I'd be very depressed if we lose to the Buccaneers and this game like really impacts our playoff decision. That better not happen. But if we're like 12-0 up to this point, it's all good then. We can lose to the Buccaneers. So you see there we won 24-17, and we're 8-6. These last 2 games were some of the most depressing things I've ever saw in my life. Like simulating wise, I was sad. I don't know why. I was legitimately sad. You can see we're up 14-7, 21-7 in the half, right? Like we're good. We're sitting pretty. 21-10. Okay, we can make the playoffs. We only need to win our last 2. We're probably gonna get in at 8-6. Most likely 8-6. You go 10-6. We'll probably get in. 24-7. I mean, they just started scoring and we just stopped scoring. They came back. They got us with one. They just beat us. And I was like, dang, that sucks. Okay, so maybe 9-7 gets us in. Maybe beating the Packers puts us in. Yeah, not really. So we actually also lost to the Packers. Very depressing fashion. I thought we were going to come back and win. Didn't happen. They actually scored late. We couldn't score in time. So with that being said, this is what Madden predicts. Madden predicts an 8-8 record, which I don't think will be good enough to get in the playoffs, but who knows. We'll have to wait and see. I think it'll be better than 8-8. But anyways, thank you, Pride, for watching, and I'm out.